Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching a combination once again of the Oilers rundown and the Fanatic rundown as we take a look at tonight's hockey game and get you guys ready for trade deadline day tomorrow with a primer of what we can expect from the Edmonton Oilers, who have been very busy to this point. But have they made the trade that will really put them over the top? We'll discuss that more in a second. But going back to tonight, Adam Henrique and Sam Carrick, two of the newest additions to the Edmonton Oilers, joining the team tonight as they took on the Columbus Blue Jackets. And it was not pretty. The Columbus Blue Jackets going up 3-0 in the first period, and they managed to hang on to that lead from there despite some minor pushback from the team throughout the night. Zach Hyman picked up his 43rd of the year. Connor McDavid assisting on Zach Hyman's goal, picking up his 100th point. He has 100 points now for 4 straight seasons. He's done it 7 times overall in his career, so a fantastic achievement for Connor McDavid. Love to see Zach Hyman still rolling, getting number 43, now just 7 goals away from 50. Obviously, like I said, no doubt Zach Hyman will hit number 50. But doesn't happen tonight. Corey Perry scores in the third for the Oilers to make it 3-2, but an empty net goal seals it for the Columbus Blue Jackets tonight. One of the newest Oilers, Sam Carrick, got in a fight, tried to get his team going. I didn't really feel like there was much of a response from the team following Sam Carrick's fight, which was a little disheartening, but it was nice to see Carrick go out there and try and get something going. I thought the team played a little bit better as the game went forward, but overall, not a very impressive 60 minutes from this team that was on a 5-game winning streak. So they see that 5-game winning streak snap tonight. Calvin Pickard was between the pipes. He gave up those 3 first goals, obviously, but I'm not blaming this loss on Calvin Pickard. I thought they might pull Pickard after goal number 3 just to get a change here, see if we can change the momentum in the hockey game. But Chris Knobloch left Pickard in there, pulled out the line blender. Zach Hyman, Leon Draisaitl, and Connor McDavid went back together. It did result in Zach Hyman's goal, but aside from that, I don't know if the Oilers really got much out of it. Connor McDavid seemed to be fighting the puck a bit tonight. Gene was mentioning in the second intermission, I believe, that Connor McDavid was working with a golf ball. He always brings with him on road trips and trying to get the feel for the golf ball, I guess, in the intermission, trying to see if it helps him with the puck. Didn't seem to tonight, couldn't really connect, and the Oilers just seemed off from the get-go. I don't know, maybe it was having 2 new guys in the lineup. It certainly didn't energize the team or make them look any better. The Columbus Blue Jackets looked like the team that got the energy and the boost tonight, and they were excellent from start to finish, and the Columbus Blue Jackets definitely deserve this hockey game, so full credit to them. They deserve the win. They got it, and the Oilers got the result they deserve tonight. So hopefully we'll get a better effort on Saturday when the Oilers take on the Buffalo Sabres. On Saturday is when the newest member of the Edmonton Oilers will join the team. As I mentioned in a video earlier today, the Oilers acquiring Troy Stecher from the Arizona Coyotes, along with a 2024 7th-round pick, and the Oilers sending a 2027 4th-round pick back to the Coyotes in the deal. Troy Stecher is the Oilers' number 7 defenseman that they were looking for, along with Philip Broberg. Oilers GM Ken Holland now feels the Oilers have their top 8 defensemen going into the playoffs, which brings us to the Alexander Carrier discussion. Will the Edmonton Oilers look at Carrier again tomorrow? Obviously, time is running out. Trade deadline tomorrow at 1 p.m. Mountain. Carrier is still available as of this recording. That could change later tonight or very early tomorrow morning, but as of this recording, Carrier is still an option for the Edmonton Oilers. I'm not seeing too much discussion around it. Ken Holland didn't really seem like he was leaning towards improving the defense from here on out, so Carrier probably doesn't happen. The one target that seems to have some hope left for the Edmonton Oilers is a guy we talked about earlier today as well, Jordan Eberle, still at this time with the Seattle Kraken. Apparently, Eberle would prefer to remain with the Kraken. They were working on a new contract extension. As of this recording, once again, nothing has been reached with the Kraken. The Kraken, if they cannot sign Eberle, will move him, according to insider Frank Saravalli. We know the Oilers remain interested in Eberle. Ken Holland hasn't completely shut the door on making any more moves. He said he's going to wake up tomorrow morning, make some calls, go from there. So it's encouraging to hear that the Oilers aren't completely done, because I'd like to see at least one more move. I mean, if it's done now, they got Adam Henrique, they got Sam Carrick, they got Troy Stecher. That's certainly a good trade deadline for the Oilers. I don't think we can judge too much off of this very first hockey game. The whole team seemed off, and Henrique and Carrick, aside from Carrick's fight, weren't really noticeable, but they are playing their first game with a brand new team. So let's not read too much into this Columbus game tonight. Want to see how the team performs here over the weekend, back-to-back with Pittsburgh and Buffalo. So we'll see how their team is looking come Monday, but if Ken Holland could make one more move just to solidify this team with the moves that other teams are making, it would just make me, as an Oilers fan, I know a lot of fans out there, feel a lot better. Jordan Eberle is obviously not a superstar, but he can come in and I think have an effect for the Oilers on second line right wing. And if they can get Eberle tomorrow, I'll be pretty happy. And I mean, I guess you have to kind of count Corey Perry. He's not technically a trade deadline ad, but he was signed here over the past few weeks. Well, past about a month ago now, I guess, or it was close to the trade deadline anyway. Kind of the same as we didn't really count Evander Kane as a trade deadline acquisition when he came in, but it was pretty close to the trade deadline. So if you're saying you added Corey Perry, Adam Henrique, Sam Carrick, Troy Stecher, certainly not a bad trade deadline at all, and it could very well end up that is exactly what the Oilers do and no more. But I'm in the camp that I hope we wake up tomorrow, hear the Oilers are doing some things, and at least one more move comes the Oilers' way. Whether it's Jordan Eberle, whether it's Alexander Carrier, I'd be happy with either one. If there's a surprise move out there to make, would be even happier with that too. But we're not hearing at this point any other players connected to the Edmonton Oilers. Maybe there's another small move out there. Anthony Duclair was a player I've heard kind of connected to the Oilers here, but he went to the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight, so I don't know if there's any other smaller targets out there that the Oilers could add, but how many other smaller targets are really going to come in and have a big impact to this team? I don't know. Maybe there is one. If you guys can think of one, let me know in the comment section below. But at this point, I would say the odds aren't looking amazing that the Edmonton Oilers are going to make one more move. If they do make one more move, I think it will be Jordan Eberle if he doesn't sign with the Seattle Kraken. But otherwise, we're probably going to have to wait till tomorrow to find out what happens with the Edmonton Oilers here before the trade deadline. So I'll wrap it up there, guys. That's pretty much all the latest. Adam Henrique, Sam Carrick, Troy Stecher coming into the Edmonton Oilers so far at this trade deadline. Will there be one more move? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.